Alrighty, so yeah, thank you guys so much for hopping on your Friday night. This is all about how to onboard a new market partner. I kind of think that some people, okay, so you might have a system, you might not, um, you might have created a different system than your upline. I feel like it's just kind of all over the place. We've used Gabby's document. We've seen Kate's VIP or her like New Babes Bible or whatever. There's so many different things out there. And I really just wanted to create something that is more simple and duplicatable. If you guys do have your own system right now, and it's working for you for the majority of people, that's great. I just ask that you have kind of an open mind and maybe see where there are some holes in your system. I don't want to like force anybody to use mine. I just kind of want to show you guys what I'm going to be doing moving forward, and give you guys those resources. I spent a lot of time remaking a document. I made like a getting started thing for new people. So I'm going to show that to all of you guys at the end and kind of walk you through it. And then after the call, give you these documents that I made so that you can use them and share with your teams or whatever you want to do. So first off, I just want to kind of give some like training on onboarding, not necessarily what we're going to do, but like what are the 4 key elements to an effective onboarding. And I learned this in Bob Heilig's training, his like legacy leadership thing. Their whole mission this month is like perfecting your onboarding system. And I was just like thinking about it and I'm like, okay, like I have one, but I don't love it. And he was kind of saying like, if you feel like a lot of people that you recruit come into the business and they don't really do much, he's like, you should really take a look at your onboarding system because it could be really overwhelming people. And when people have fear and overwhelm, they don't take action. So I think that that's happening to a lot of people. They come in and they kind of just need it broken up and into very simple steps. So the 4 key things to an effective onboarding is that it's simple, it's clearly defined, it's tools based, and it's action oriented. So I think that with the current one that I was using, or maybe that you guys were using, it wasn't simple. It wasn't very clear. It was very tools based, but almost too much, like almost just like throwing them, here you go, figure it out type of thing. And it, to be honest, wasn't very action oriented. It was like teach, 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 trying to shove all this information at people, rather than just giving them the tools and empowering them to take action right away and ensuring them that they don't need to know all this information, right? Like when you guys joined, like I know for me, I didn't know all of this. I literally just started posting and doing reach outs. And I don't want people to feel like they have to wait and soak in all this information before they can get started. Like really, it's just the excitement and the enthusiasm that sells in the beginning. And we all learned over time anyways. And so that's kind of going to be the case for new people too. And so I know that when, we have all this knowledge we want to share and we're like, just like, oh, learn this, learn that, comp plan, MP combos, but it's just like, whew, like take a second. We got to break it down and just make it as simple and duplicatable as possible. So that first key element of simple, he says you're probably giving way too much info. They're feeling overwhelmed and confused and they won't take action, which makes somebody less enthusiastic over time. And they're already coming into an industry where people fall off. So we want to give them the best shot at success and quick success, because they're already coming into something that doesn't have like a super high success rate for a lot of people. And I think that this is honestly one reason why. I think a lot of people join network marketing companies and it's like, here's your pamphlet, go figure it out, right? And we want to offer something different, especially our team. We want to feel really good about this onboarding system. And like, you want to have the confidence as the market partner signing somebody up that you feel confident in what you're providing them and you know your system works and that it's not going to overwhelm somebody. When I send them the MP email, I'm like, oh shit, like I shouldn't feel like that. I should feel like boom, 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 clear steps. I got this, they got this. And you want to be able to empower your new market partners to be able to do this as well without you having to be so hands-on, if you will. Like this should be super straightforward for somebody brand new, because like, you know, there's always those new girls that come into business and they recruit before they even know what they're doing, and then you're having to pour a lot of time to physically onboard them as well, when if we just had a better system, everybody could kind of know what to do. And then he says like the key to duplication is simplicity. What do they really need to know to start? And that's kind of what I sat down. I spent a lot of time on these documents and just thinking like of all angles of this process. And I was just thinking like, okay, what do they really need to know to start? What are some key things that we as the sponsor need to do? And what are some action items that they need to do? They can earn as they learn. That's kind of the benefit that we always say. So when we're just throwing people all this stuff, they're like, whoa. And he always says, if you can't fit your entire onboarding system on the front and back of a single sheet of paper, you are teaching people too much. And that like hit, right? I was like, dang, like, first of all, we don't even really have like a official like to-do list for a new MP. We don't really just, so I'll show you guys everything I created and like it'll kind of make sense, but give them enough to feel excited and educated to take action, but not to overwhelm them. And then he talks about being clearly defined. So steps for the sponsor and for the new person. So you want to set proper expectations. You want to help them with reach outs, goal setting, how to determine a good prospect, tools and resources. Those are some of his examples, but basically like, I don't think that there was enough like expectations set from the sponsor and the new person. Like, does the new person know what the sponsor's responsibilities are to them? And do we truly know what the new person wants out of the business? And so on this like getting started guide that I created, I have them, the new market partner, I have them select their business path. So I'm really excited about that. And if it's clear, it's going to give them clarity to know what the next step is. You never want somebody to feel like they don't know the next step, and they might feel that way if it's just all thrown at them at once. So kind of break it into smaller achievable steps. And then he says the third thing is that it's tools based. So incorporating third-party tools, prospect videos. So we have training videos. You guys have like my prospect video that's actually in the Monet guide that I created that I'll show you guys. A document that outlines getting started. So that's one thing that I created because I saw that there was kind of a gap in that. Video how-tos instead of answering someone over and over and over. So you guys see like, I have those, you know, how to make a hair quiz, how to make a skin quiz, but like, that's not stuff people need to know right away, but we have it for when it comes up. So you're not like having to spend hour after hour with one person. You can be like, hey, here's a video. A frequently asked training video, that was kind of an idea. And by having it more tools based, it puts the responsibility on the person signing up, and gives them the confidence to know they can do it and also duplicate it. And then action oriented, get them into action right away. And I've always noticed the people that have the sense of urgency are the people that like move right away. So one thing he said that really stuck out to me, he said, treat every person like they're going to be your next superstar, but work with them as if they are going to quit tomorrow. And so I love that. Treat every person like they're going to be your next superstar, but work with them as if they're going to quit tomorrow. So like, it's got to be like this, right? Because if they don't see the results, if they don't have the urgency within their first week, 30 days, they're going to fall off. And so, you know, with this new system, it's not going to be like, well, it's not going to be for a lack of us trying or clarity or having it tools-based or any of that. So like I said, if you have a system that works for you and your team and you don't want to implement mine, that's totally okay. I just ask that you kind of think about those 4 key elements, look at what I have for you guys, and you know, it's going to be there for you to use if you want it. So I'm just going to share my screen and I'm going to show you each document, and then I'm going to walk you through kind of like the steps in my notes, just like an overview. Okay, so the first thing that I have is this getting started guide. Journey, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see that? Because I can only see your face. Okay, so your market partner literally just signed up. What are you gonna do? Or what, I'll talk in me terms so you guys don't feel like you have to do this, but what I'm going to do is the second time, or the second somebody signs up, I'm going to send them this getting started guide. So it says, print this out, fill in the necessary slots, and follow to have a clear path to success. So a lot of the times girls sign up, they don't know what their My Monet link is, they don't know that shareable link, so I'm gonna have them write it down. They just signed up, they're gonna write this down, they're gonna make sure they know it, and they're gonna know that it's the one that ends in .mymonet.com, okay? Then they're gonna have my back office username and password. A lot of girls, oh, I haven't logged in, I don't know, I forgot my user. Girl, no. So they're gonna have it right there. And then very, very important, select your business path. Okay, so this is very, very clear to them. They can have the launch path, AKA business builder. I want to generate an income by selling products and building a team. I desire to truly change my life and help others do the same. Let's do this. So those are for your girls that are like, let's fucking go, but they have to pick that. They need to pick that, and you're gonna see later, but I have you ask them which business path they selected when you do your onboarding call with them. And then you have kind of the slow and steady hobbyist. I want to generate an income by primarily selling products. I see this more of a hobby and something on the side for fun. I prefer to take my time, right? Because we all know that's really, it's hot and cold. I mean, it's like those two types of people are in the business. So it's good to really know what to expect right off the bat from somebody. If they end up turning into a business builder, that's great. But you know that you're not going to be, I don't know, you just know sooner, and you're not going to push somebody who wants to take their time. Okay, so then the next thing on here is what they can expect their sponsor is going to do when they sign up. So the sponsor, they know the sponsor is going to shout them out on their IG story and that they can repost it if they want to. The sponsor is going to add them. So like if I'm a new market partner, I'm reading this, I'm like, okay, my sponsor is going to add me to a WhatsApp team chat and Facebook pages, so I'll be on the lookout for that. They're going to send me an intro video and a bonus breakdown video. So that is Gabby's intro MP video she made, and then I have Sam's Smart Start breakdown. So I picked those two things that they get first because they're very short. They get kind of an intro, welcome to the team type thing with Gabby, and then they get, here's how you make money fast with Sam, right? So, and they're not super long. They're not watching a crazy hour-long onboarding. They're like, welcome, here's how you make money. So they know, so with this getting started document, those are the two videos that you send with them. So, hey, here's your two videos, here's your getting started document. And I'll take you guys through those steps in a minute. I just want to show you this. So then they can also know that their sponsor is going to check in daily with them their first 30 days. So I think that that's something I really want to implement, is letting them know, hey, I'm going to check in with you daily your first 30 days. And then after that, kind of on your onboarding call, you can let them know, like, after that, you can come to me whenever you need me. It's never a bother. You know, because if you're working closely with somebody the first 30 days, they should really get the hang of things. And you shouldn't have to be checking in with them. They should come to you as they need you. And then also your sponsor will provide you guidance and support throughout your time with Monet. So they kind of know those right off the bat, what to expect. And then this is kind of their to-do list. So their to-do list is to watch the intro video and Smart Start bonuses video given to them. Then they're going to create a social media curiosity post, AKA intro post. Your sponsor can help you with this, show you some examples. This is to let your followers know you have started a new journey, share why you decided to take the leap and what this will do for you. And I say in there, you know, avoid saying Monet or beauty or hair care, create curiosity and have the focus be on you. So that's very clear on there what, you know, get them watch the video and get that intro post started. And then I have them, for anyone who liked or commented on the intro post, I have them send them, all those people, a direct message to them, thanking them for their support and that you'd love to tell them more about it. Boom, right there, action-based. They've got their intro post and they're DMing. I mean, even if they get 50 likes on the photo and 2 comments, that's 50 people that they're already going to DM. They go to the likes and they DM each person. Maybe they'll get 200 likes and 30 comments, like you never know. So boom, right there, action-based. And then they're gonna choose 10 to 20 close friends and family members to share their exciting news with. So I say, feel free to ask your sponsor for help. We don't want this to be scripted. That's why I'm not giving them a script. On your onboarding document that I created for you guys, there's some examples there just so you guys know, like, kind of how to help them, but this needs to be something they would normally say and sound super genuine. So boom, that's just one page. That's what they get right when they sign up. It's not overwhelming. It's very clear. It's very action-based and really gets them going. So this is kind of their first 2 days in the business. And then also, where's my notes? So as you guys know, like usually when, usually if your market partner under you gets a new market partner, you usually send her like a to-do list type of thing. So she knows like what to do. So I kind of updated that. So like if your market partner gets somebody new, you send them this to-do list and then they execute what's on the to-do list for the person. So on here I said, got an MP, follow these steps. So it says send her intro call and Smart Start video to watch, which is linked below, along with the getting started guide, which is the one that you guys just saw. So they would send that guide to them, send the videos so they have something to work on. It says schedule a phone call to have with them within their first 2 days of signing up. And it says see onboarding call PDF for what to cover on the call, which is what I'll show you guys next. Add to just 3 Facebook pages. Send WhatsApp chat link for them to join, shout them out on your IG story. That's stuff we all already do, right? It's just kind of giving them the getting started guide instead of just sending them a 25-page document. And then on step 6, very last, I have so I created a Monet guide that I'll show you guys as well. But you're gonna send that to them after they've done their getting started video, you know, had their onboarding call with you, are feeling excited, they have, you know, some conversations going on, and you're gonna let them know on the onboarding call, hey, after we get off this, I'm gonna send you a Monet guide document that you can always use as a reference and a resource. Do not feel like you need to read it right now. It's just gonna be an as needed type of thing for you to reference. And this is really gonna prevent overwhelm. So these are kind of the new MP like to-do lists. And then below I have the 2 easily, they can just copy and paste this, text it to them, the 2 videos along with the getting started PDF. And then I have kind of noted, you know, some optional things like within their first month, maybe help them add like something cute to their IG bio, make a hair and skin quiz, and give them a few Monet Girls Instagram accounts to follow for inspiration and like posting inspiration. So that is just like super simple what the sponsor does on their end. And then I will show you guys the onboarding call PDF that I created so that literally any market partner can onboard their new market partner, you know, with clarity. So, you know, we can all just follow this. So onboarding call, what to go over with your new MP. I have on here, you know, make sure they've watched the intro video and Smart Start video prior to this call. And that they've gone over like the getting started thing. So the first thing you'll talk about with them is establish and understand their why. So for this, we really want to dig deep. Bob talks a lot about how new market partners will, or people will join network marketing and they're not like necessarily totally sold. Like it's kind of up to us to sell them on the vision. And so in here I had kind of have like, just because they signed up does not mean that they are truly convinced that Monet is the solution to their problems yet. Like they're scared, they're unsure, just as we were when we first joined. And so I think we need to really remember that like we kind of still have to like sell them on it. We have to sell them on the vision and what's possible. Yes, we got them to sign up, but the work is not done. Like not necessarily convincing them, but like just sharing the vision with them, if you will. And you know, not everybody is going to see that and they're going to quit regardless, but you know, at least we're trying. So then I say, understand what they want with Monet and tell them how this is going to help them achieve that. Just have a super like exciting raw conversation about what they want, and really paint the picture of their future successes with this, or how this is going to facilitate whatever else they want. And have them tell you which business path they selected on their getting started guide. So you know exactly where they stand the second you, like the first 10 minutes of your call with them. Okay. And then while you guys just got, you know, you just got done talking about their why and their vision, you're going to touch on the intro post. You're going to be like, how's your intro post coming along? Do you need me to help you brainstorm anything? Maybe help them jot down some ideas so that they can get it up right away. And then we're going to talk about money and time. How much money do they want to make? How much time do they want to put in daily? Make sure those two things align. If they say they want to make a 1K a month, but they say they only have an hour to put in here and there, that's not going to match. So be honest with them about the work required for the desired income. And then the fourth thing you'll go over is Smart Start bonuses. So they should have watched Sam's breakdown, but guys, money talks. Get them super excited about these Smart Start bonuses. If they know the bonus is available, it'll increase their urgency and excitement. So ask them, you know, instead of like reteaching them what they watched on the video, I always ask. So I ask them, you know, hey, like, you know, what did you think of Smart Start? Like, aren't the bonuses so awesome? You know, can you kind of explain to me like what a block is? Let them try and come up with the answer. And then, you know, what is this block? What's the bonus for completing a block? What's a Mo neighborhood and your bonus for that? If they don't know, of course, tell them. You want to make sure they know it, but you know, just kind of let them, give them a second, let them develop, you know, the answer. And just really make sure they know this, and make sure how they know how long they have in Smart Start as well. Because if they signed up at the end of a month, they're really only getting 2 months. But if they signed up at the beginning of a month, they're getting basically 3 full months. So they're going to want to like hustle a little bit harder if they signed up at the end of a month versus, I mean, they should hustle regardless, but you know what I'm saying. And then the next thing you'll touch on is social media. So touch on, you know, attraction-based marketing, what that is, And let them know, you know, in the beginning, it's super important to, and I have all this written on here for you guys. So even like a new market partner could do this, but try to avoid posting bottles, emphasize the importance of them showing their results and then using the products. Make sure they know the 80-20 rule, and give examples of what your brand is and what you post about, and help them kind of think about what theirs is. Like, what do you notice they post a lot about? Like, oh, I notice you post about your dog a lot. That could be part of your brand, or whatever you notice about them. And then this part, this next thing I have optional. I know it really just depends on the person. If the person's coming in, they're kind of timid, they're shy, they're not very confident, you might want to talk to them about this. If they're not, and they're a rock star and they're ready to go and they're already reaching out to people, you don't really need to, I mean, you can like briefly mention it, but it's nice to brief people on, you know, you might experience some no's in the beginning and really throughout your whole journey in your business, but you need to, you know, stay the course, stay positive. You know, maybe share a story about how, like for me, you know, if somebody's feeling down, I tell them like, dude, I didn't even get a VIP sale for 2 months in my business. Imagine if I would have quit, right? Or however you guys want to relate to them or share, you know, just reassure them that a no is not a reflection of them. And that they will come. No's will happen, but it's good. And then schedule a launch event. So this could be like an IG live, sharing your whys, doing a live unboxing, and then just recommend to them, if they can, to host a small little wash party, or really just wash anybody's hair. It could be literally one person, their roommate, their mom. It really helps to get the products on people, and so they can feel and see the difference. So yeah, you guys don't have to like just get it like scheduled. Just get something on the books for like their first week. If they want to wait till they get their package to do a live product unboxing, that's fine. But just get it scheduled. Get a day and time scheduled. Sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat. Yay. Oh, okay. Personally, for me, I tell them about getting no's. Yeah, Julianne. So that's kind of why I added it in there. I know you really like to do that, and I think it's great. Some people I think probably everybody needs to hear it. I just kind of was like, you know, just discretionary if they're like a super rock star, confident, you know. And then, yeah, so what is this hair doing? Okay, yeah, so schedule a launch event. Need a sip of wine. Okay, so then the next thing is take action. You're gonna, on the phone with them, help them reach out to at least 5 of their closest friends and help them offer information about the business, whether that's a 3-way call or an info video. Then you're gonna help them reach out to at least 5 people offering products. So boom, you've got 5 potential MPs, 5 VIPs that you're helping them reach out to. And on here, on this onboarding, you know, PDF, I included 2 examples that I personally really like. Again, you want it to sound like them, so, but I think it just helps to have an example in case, you know, a new MP is doing this and they don't even really know or something. So it's important to get them taking action ASAP, get them excited, you know, while they're excited and like fresh. Like it's harder to get somebody to reach out to their warm market when they've been 2 months in the business already and they're just kind of like, oh, nobody wants to buy, right? So you got to do this right away on the call. So MP example, girl, guess what? I just joined a beauty company called Monet and I'm dying to tell you about it. I want to do this together. Can I send you a video on what it's all about? I made that up. It's something I would say. I don't know if you guys could be like, bruh, guess what? You know, whatever you guys would say. And then VIP example, hey, the next time you're low on your shampoo and conditioner or your skincare, I'd love to introduce you to a brand I'm loving. I know you've always struggled with XYZ thing, and I think this would really help you. So super casual. It's like, you're not like, hey, just joined this, I'm selling, blah, blah. Like, no, barf, don't do that. And that's got them, you know, some things going. And then what's next? This is kind of the last thing. You want to end the call with kind of giving them a next, like a briefing of what's next. So brief them on what comes next and expectations. So let them know, hey, I'm going to send you this Monet guide PDF for you to have as a resource throughout your whole time with Monet. And then just be like, you know, you don't have to read it all tonight. It's really just on an as-need basis. What else? And tell them for their first 30 days, like you saw in the getting started thing, that the sponsor is going to talk to them daily for their first 30 days. So let them know, hey, I'm here for you. I'm going to reach out to you every day for your first like month or so. We're going to work super closely together. You know, and that I'm here to help you. And then let them know after that you should kind of be getting the hang of things, and you can feel free to come to me whenever you need me or in the team chat, and just kindly let them know, like, you know, it's up to you to put in all this work and execute everything, you know, here for you, and kind of up to you to push yourself, but I'm here to guide you and be a resource for you your whole journey. And I always really emphasize to my new MPs, like, never hesitate to reach out. It is not a bother. A lot of people think they're a bother. So that's kind of it. So then you get off the phone with them, you send them the Monet guide that I'll show you, and they already have this stuff going on, right? They've already got some combos going. They've DM'd all the people from their intro post. And there's really like there's momentum. They're taking action. And they're not overwhelmed. It's very broken up. So I want to show you guys this Monet guide that I made. It's kind of a mix of Gabby and Kate's, but it has my potential call. It has my VIP like training. It has a lot of like stuff that pertains to me and like our team. So this is kind of what it looks like. Just very simple Monet guide, table of contents. So the first thing is onboarding videos. Then they've got posting ideas for their first full month in the business. They have written instructions on how to make a VIP cart and send a link. So if somebody's like, how do I do this? Check your Monet guide. Or you can tag them in the video I have if they're more of like a visual person, but this is like literally written out. So you don't need to, you want to build problem solvers in this business, right? You don't want to have to explain yourself every single time, and then that just continues through their team. That's what they're going to do. And nobody's a problem solver. They're not business builders, right? So you want them to have this reference to go to. Hair and skin type questions to ask. Hair care wash instructions. So if they're like, they get a new VIP, oh, what do? I don't know the wash instructions. Right here. Skincare wash instructions. Welcome email for new VIPs. This one I personally made, I personally use. I'm going to show it to you guys. It's super short and simple, but I send it to every single VIP after they order. MP and VIP combo breakdowns, dealing with common objections. So if somebody, you know, is like, oh, somebody's telling me they don't have time, you know, oh, did you check like the dealing with common objections? Or obviously we're going to help people with their replies, but still, if somebody's asking you this, like after 2 months in the business, you're like, okay, maybe like go read pages 16 and 17 on the document, like just for reference. Some product knowledge. So on this product knowledge page is like descriptions of how you can explain a product to a client. So you guys know, like when we do our product rec statement, a lot of times new girls are like, oh, I'm not sure how to like explain Revive shampoo to somebody in a product rec. So they can go to this page 18, look at Revive shampoo, and it's going to be like, oh, helps, you know, with flat, oily, limp hair, blah, 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 like something they can literally copy and paste kind of in there. Obviously, we're going to help girls in the chat always. But just giving them these tools. Some basic Monet vocab, taxes. We get asked a lot about taxes. And then, of course, I have how to handle negative feedback. So I know this is a long training. I just want you guys to really like know all of this. So thank you so much for hanging in with me here. So intro call, Smart Start bonuses. I have here that these should have already been watched before receiving this document, but they're here just in case they need them. MMP in 72 hours. We want them thinking about that first rank. This is less than 10 minutes. It's Sam's YouTube training on shampoo and conditioner. Very basic, but in less than 10 minutes, like I said, but they will just kind of have an overview of like Renew is hydrating, Revive is for volume. They'll just have super basic. If they want to watch VIP MP combos, and then I have my VIP process training that I just did, I think it was last week, and I have that linked there as well. And then I have my favorite potential videos that they can use. There's one with Kate, Sam, and Jaylee that I really like. And then I have my 10-minute IGTV linked here for any of, my team to use. And then this is the whole, this is week by week posting ideas. And then how to make a VIP cart. You guys probably all know how to do that, but it literally is step by step. And then it even gives them, attach this with a VIP link. It's instructions for the VIP. Here's your link. Once you click it, do this, do that. You'll notice a flex ship, blah, blah, blah. So I send this anytime I send a VIP card, every time, because I don't want the VIP to just be like, oh, what is this? What do I do? It's kind of confusing. They need to know to click continue and go through all the steps. And I want all mine to have the same password. And then skin type questions, hair type questions. Then we've got hair care wash instructions. So my favorite part about this is that this I actually took from Kate. She has instructions for each product. So in your VIP email that you send to somebody when they sign up as a VIP, you don't want to just send them shampoo and conditioner wash instructions. You want to really send them instructions on how to use each product that they ordered, because a lot of the times people, when they order the oil, they don't know how to use it. They don't know how often they should be using a hair mask. They don't know what to do with the IRT spray, the mousse, or maybe the blowout cream, they're using way too much. They're getting oily. So, you'll send them whatever pertains to them, but this is all here. And then skincare wash instructions tells them, what order they should be using the products, and also how much of each product. And then this is the VIP welcome email that I use. So I have, hi, insert name. So excited to help you with your hair journey. I tell them, before you start using your products, take some before photos. It's going to make you that much more impressed. I tell them I hit on the referral program. When you find yourself loving the products, don't be afraid to tell everyone you know. You and that person get $20 off your next order. Then I say, I'm going to link you some wash instructions to make sure you're getting the most out of your products. Then that's where I insert the wash instructions for whatever that they purchased. And then I let them know once again about the flex ship. I say, you'll get a reminder, because I have had a lot of VIPs, they get an email and they're like, what is this order? It went through, and I'm like, oh, it's just a reminder. So I literally tell people over and over and over. I let them know about that. You're going to get a reminder email. If you don't need anything, we can push it out, whatever. I'm here for whatever you need. XOXO, Ashley. In my personal one, I also include a link to my VIP Instagram page. I just didn't want to have that in this one, because not everybody has a VIP Instagram page. But that's in mine, so that they know to follow it, and they know that they'll get instructions and giveaways and product launches info there. So that's what I use. And then this is just kind of VIP and MP breakdown stuff. This was on Kate's that I just pulled from there, which she pulled from other places. Okay, so then on here, in the VIP section, it kind of is like an outline of my VIP process training. So it's kind of an example of fitting them, and then I have the price breakdown thing about VIP, so that they can literally just copy and paste. I have this in my notes too, but it tells them about VIP, how much they're saving, what VIP gets them, how long their products last, how does that look. Once they say yes, send them a link to their cart setup, and they already know how to do that from the document or your training. And then dealing with objections, helpful product knowledge. So Revive shampoo, control your oil, you know, intense repair conditioner, holds capixel, help with growth. So if anybody needs a reference, they can use this. Basic, you know, just vocab, what's PV, what's GV. This is from Gabby's. And then taxes, this is also from Gabby's. And then how to handle negative feedback, lawsuits. I kind of put in a response idea here that somebody can use, but it's usually case by case, and we just help our market partners. But yeah, you guys can read this. I just kind of let them know, like, you know, we have over 1 million VIPs, less than 1 return rate. We're top 3 hair care brand in the world with Paul Mitchell and Pantene. Like, did you know they have lawsuits too? Like, how crazy is that? You know, just basic stuff. And I give them the truth about Monet link, a hair loss training, and 3 detox trainings. So this is kind of the guide that they'll get after onboarding. But yeah, I know that was a lot. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Do you think that you would implement it? Do you think it'll help? What do you think? So just so I can overview it, they sign up, you give them getting started guide, 2 very short videos, get on a call with them within first 2 days, go over onboarding sheet. After onboarding, send them Monet guide, and at that point they should already have conversations going on. Okay, cool. Well, thank you, Journey. Yay. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm going to share the documents with you guys. You can totally implement it. I know some people might be like, I'm good, I got my thing going, which is totally fine. I just ask that you really reflect and look, does it have the 4 key components? Is it simple? Is it duplicatable? Is it clear? Whatever else, I can't remember the other ones. But yes, thank you guys so much. And I'll send you the documents. Have a good Friday night.